Today is going to be a lesson on the tune One Horse Town by Blackberry Smoke. And I actually put up a collection of chords, in particular these chords right here, without these blue letters underneath the chord diagrams. I'm going to explain to you why this is set up as it is. Okay. The first thing is the capoing position, capo at 5th fret. As you can see right there, I'm kind of blocking it with my first finger. And I filled in the sheet with all the letters that are in the chords. Okay, so that's the reason right there why these chords are called as they're called, because of where the capo is. In this case, it's at 5th fret. You can play the chords without the capo, of course. You can play your regular A minor chord, your C, your G, your D minor, your F as a bar chord or other kind of chord, half bar, quarter bar, whatever way you want to play the F chord. So for some folks, the F chord is the sticking point. So using the capo kind of gets you out of that, where you can play the F chord that looks like a C chord actually, and that's the thing I'm going to get to with this. So what I did was, behind me I provided this right here. Okay, so when you play a 5th fret, the capoing is set up on the outside here, but this is the actual 5th fret right in here. Okay, so when you play a 5th fret, that's considered like your 1st fret, and then outside the box you can see the letters there, A, D, G, C, E, A. That's the actual letters underneath the capo at 5th fret. Okay, that's what you get at that location. So you can see there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's a G sharp in there, and there's a reason for that too. When you get to that particular part of the tune, which is in the pre-chorus of the song, there's a G sharp in the mix, which is not in the key of C, because the song is in the key of C until you get to the E7 chord. That kind of deviates from the key of C, because the G sharp is in what they call the A harmonic minor scale. So if you know the A harmonic minor scale, it's like the A natural minor scale, but there's a G natural in there. So what you got to do is you got to take the G and raise it up a half step. So when you go to G sharp, if I can get to it from right there, G is the open string. So when you go from open string to 1st fret, you get a half step motion moving up. So that's why there's a G sharp set up at 5th fret with the capo. That's what's underneath. Okay, is the G, but when you play the 1st fret on that D string, the 4th string, 1st fret gives you a G sharp. Okay, so that's going to be in your E7 chord coming up. Okay, so the bigger version of that is right behind me. So I have A, D, G, C, E, A. That's the name of the open strings. When you play your guitar with the capo at that 5th fret, that's the lettering you get. So you strum the strings without fretting with your left hand, that's what you get there. Okay, and B is going to be at 2nd fret. Okay, C at 3rd fret. You go to the D, which is going to be the capoing on the A string. 5th fret gives you a D. Go to 2nd fret, you got an E and F. They're a fret apart because that's a half step right there on guitar. G to G sharp. G is in the G chord. It's also in the C chord, so we include that letter in both of those chords. But when you go to 1st fret, you get G sharp, which is the tone that's in E7. Okay, so, and then you go to the next string, string 3. Open string is C. Then you can see the other notes after that, D. We're not playing anything past the 5th. In this case, we're not playing anything past the 7th fret, which is actually the 3rd fret, right? Because 1st fret is here, 2nd fret is there, 3rd fret is right there. So nothing past that. Okay, even though I included more. I'll probably erase this and get it out of the way. Okay, there we go. So now we got what looks like a regular 3 fret spacing, which is what we do have. We have 5th fret, right? 6th fret, 7th fret. 7. Actually, this would be 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. Okay, without the capo, but with the capo, 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. Okay, so when you get your capoing, that's what you get. On to the next string, we got the 2nd string E, which is normally a B, but at 5th fret we get an E, and then F is at 1st fret, and then you got a G at 3rd fret. Top string is the same as the bottom string, so you get A open, B at 2nd fret, C at 3rd fret. Okay, again, that's with the capo, because the capo provides you as another nut location on your guitar, right? That's the actual idea of the capo, is to move the nut of the guitar up. Okay, wherever you place it, you get different letters for the chords. Okay, so I went ahead, like I mentioned, and I labeled all the different chords. So A minor spelled A-C-E, so that's what you get when you capo at that location. All right. C chord, same thing. C, E, and G spell out a C chord. But you'll see too here with the A minor chord, it looks like an E minor chord, right? And then next to that is the C chord, but it looks like a G chord, right? Same thing with the D minor chord, if I can get to it right there. D minor looks like an A minor shape, right? And without using the capo, next door is the F chord. So that's the thing that we're avoiding, is that bar chord within the first 3 frets. So when you play the F chord, it looks like a C chord, right? Then you go on to the G chord, it looks like a D major chord, but it's a G chord at the capoing position provided. And then E7 right there. This one looks like a B7 chord without using the capo, but you can see the lettering E, G sharp, D, and E. And if you want on the top string, you can put the B in at 2nd fret, right? Because when you get to your first string, you're going to have a B at the 2nd fret. So if you want to include your B note, which is the 3rd of the E, actually it's the 5th of the E7 chord, right? E, G sharp, B. You can include the 5th, because with 7th chords, you can take out the 5th of the chord, still have the proper chord type, the 7th chord. You can do it with minor 7ths, you can do it with major 7ths, and dominant 7ths. Unless the 5th is altered, like in the minor 7 flat 5 chord, you want to keep the 5th in there. So, but B you can take out if you want, but you can add it back in also. Okay? So what I'll probably do is I'll do like an alternate video showing you the riff being played also with the capoing at the 5th fret, which you can also do because that's kind of the signature part of that tune. Once the keyboard entrance is over, you get that little guitar riff and then the chords start. Okay? So I'll probably do a separate video showing you that. So that'd be kind of cool. So anyway, that's the deal there. That's how you arrive at those chords. Like I mentioned before, I'll provide you with a diagram of both the open strings with the lettering laid out, and then I'll put the chords on this sheet. You'll see it. I'll put it up in the comments, and then I'll actually include the chord diagrams with the spelling of the chords, just like I showed you here on the original sheet that I posted, but now it's all filled in. So I'll do a better sort of layout for you of those chords on that chord diagram, or in this case, the fretboard diagram on the separate sheet of paper. I'll include that in the comments. All right? So I hope this helps you out and gives you a little bit of an idea like where these things came from, not just showing you the shapes of the chords, but what's actually in the chords, so you can actually play them, for other songs, not just this Blackberry Smoke tune. Okay, so hope you found this helpful, and I got more video coming. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you real soon. See ya.